Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again. Another reaction for you guys. It is here, guys. It is actually here. I'm so fucking excited. As you can tell, I'm so fucking excited. I mean, come on. Come on. So, I had to confirm before, watching this episode, just because, me going into this all hyped and shit and going, oh, it's actually not true. But of course, I didn't look into, what happened in the episode or anything like that. All I did was, I went to Corey Van Dyke over at Kessel Run Transmissions. Kessel Run Transmissions. Had to verify that because it's just Kessel Runs, but anyway, it's Kessel Run Transmissions. And he doesn't post, spoiler pictures or whatever. I just wanted to see, a tweet from him. And he confirmed by saying, yep, tears, this was everything. So, that pretty much tells me, Ahsoka's in the episode. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this shit. I cannot wait to see what she looks like. I cannot wait to see how they pull this off, because there's been some great cosplayers over the years, and so we're going to see how actual Star Wars handles the live action look of Ahsoka Tano. She's a phenomenal character. Honestly, to me, one of the best Star Wars characters ever created, and this is coming from somebody who, when I first saw her, I'm like, who the fuck is this character? She's fantastic. The redeeming quality of her, because she was not meant to be liked in a sense, she had to grow. And over the years and all the different ways that she's gotten better, it's just amazing that now she's going to be in live action. And there's rumors of a show centered around Ahsoka Tano, whether that's animated or live action. Maybe it's live action, who knows? Is apparently in development. I don't know, but this is fucking exciting. So, without further ado, guys, I'm going to stop rambling. I want to get into this and see what in the hell Ahsoka Tano does in this episode. Here we go, guys. I cannot believe it. Here we go. What? Oh, this is so good. She looks so good. Oh my god.
I've been expecting you. Then you know what I want. You will learn nothing from me.
Right away. Love it. Turning it.
You're a hunter then?
Yeah, you can say that.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Pardon me, vendor. Have you heard of anyone?
Wow. Just completely walked away. Prisoners? Seems like a very different area than what he just walked through.
A Jedi plagues me.
Oh.
I want you to kill her.
Oh shit.
That's a difficult task.
Yeah, and he ain't gonna do it.
Pure Beskar.
Hmm.
Like your armor.
Damn. Okay.
Kill the Jedi. And it's yours.
False alarm.
Oh! Oh shit!
Ahsoka Tano!
Ooh!
Bo-Katan sent me.
Yes, yes.
We need to talk.
I hope it's about him.
Oh, it is. This is awesome. She's picking him up. That's adorable.
Grogu and I can feel each other's thoughts.
What?
Grogu?
What?
Yes. That's his name.
I got his name.
He was raised at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant. Many masters trained him over the years.
Really?
At the end of the Clone Wars, when the Empire rose to power, he was hidden.
Okay.
I've only known one other being like this.
Mm-hmm.
A wise Jedi master named Yoda.
Yes.
My task was to bring him to a Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
The Jedi Order fell a long time ago.
He needs your help.
That's awesome.
Now return the stone to me, Grogu.
Okay.
He's hidden his abilities to survive over the years.
Okay. Makes sense.
Something else. Come over here.
I told you he's stubborn.
Try to connect with him.
Do you want this?
Yes, he does.
Come on. Good job. Good job, kid.
His attachment to you makes him vulnerable to his fears. His anger. I've seen what such feelings can do to a fully trained Jedi Knight. To the best of us.
Okay, that's definitely a Anakin reference. Has to be.
It's ex-military to me. Combined, not even your laser swords would be able to protect you from
Laser
firepower.
swords.
During the Clone Wars, her people were massacred. She survived and let her anger fuel an industry which helped build the Imperial Star Fleet.
Ooh. Oh, there goes your bell. That is just... I cannot believe this is happening. This is real. Oh, this is so good. Ah, trick.
Your bounty hunter failed.
Oh! That was good. That was good.
Execute them. Then go door to door.
Door to door? Is that from Rebels? That little creature? Or am I seeing things? Oh. Ho, ho, ho. Ooh, miss. You're done with, dude. Just give up. Ooh. It's badass. Okay, come on. She's gonna lose. Not Ahsoka. This, she's just gonna lose. Come on. Nothing. Well, it's pretty more of a fight than I thought. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is not... That's not good. There you go. There you go. Idiot. You're gonna lose, man. Why even try?
Where is Grand Admiral Thrawn?
What? I did not see that coming, but okay.
Wake up, buddy. It's time to say goodbye.
I don't think so. Is it really time to say goodbye? I don't know.
You're like a father to him.
I agree. He is.
I cannot train him. Go to the planet Tython. There you will find the ancient ruins of a temple that has a strong connection to the Force.
Okay.
If he reaches out through the Force, there's a chance a Jedi may sense his presence and come searching for him.
Who? Who, though?
May the Force be with you.
That was awesome. May the Force be with you. This is the way. That's what he should have said. I don't even know where to begin with this episode. There's a lot of things to talk about in this episode. A number of things. A number of big reveals in this episode. Besides the fact that Ahsoka showed up like immediately. Like, that was, I think, the best thing about this, is that they could have easily structured it to where we don't see her for a good portion until getting close towards the end. But instead, we get a whole episode surrounding her, basically. There was only small tidbits where she wasn't in the episode. My God. Rosario Dawson nailed it. The look is fantastic. The lightsabers, everything, the detail, all the details were there. It was so well done. Like, I can't praise it enough. Like, I was I wasn't like too nervous to the point. I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna be able to pull this off. Like, is it even gonna look good? Because they've proven time and time again throughout the iterations of Star Wars that they can make stuff look amazing. But something we've only seen in animated form, and then people, of course, who cosplay at different conventions and just stuff in general, we've seen that kind of stuff. But, you know, realistically, we've only seen Ahsoka in terms of, like, Lucasfilm Star Wars, like, official canon stuff in the animated stuff. Of course, there's been an Ahsoka book and all that kind of stuff, but you get my point. So translating to official live action for an official show, it's a big task. And so I was like, I think they're going to nail it, but I wonder how exactly it's going to look, and it looks fantastic. So good. And the fact is, of course, Dave Filoni had to direct. I think that's what made it really a big key thing, too, is that the supposed title came out with The Jedi, which it was confirmed now, The Jedi. But then the fact that Dave Filoni directing the episode, it was pretty clear that Dave Filoni is going to be the one to bring her into live action in terms of the episode. Now, whether or not she's going to return again in this show, I don't know. But I think clearly what they did in this episode sets up her own show. Because it was rumored and stuff, and I think even Castle Run Transmissions, of course, Corey, who I referenced the tweet at in the intro, I believe they reported that they heard that Rosario Dawson, a live-action Ahsoka show, is in development. Not really sure who else was involved in that show, but maybe Bo-Katan, maybe Sabine, because, I mean, they just name-dropped Grand Admiral Thrawn. Of course, was in Star Wars Rebels. Now, I have not seen the entirety of Star Wars Rebels. I know the majority of what happens in that show because of Twitter and everything like that, and I'm completely fine with that. Like, I'm actually restarting back on watching Season 2, like actually seeing it, and then even though I know the majority of what's going to happen, I'm watching it to kind of get everything, you know, more established and actually watch the show instead of just cliff notes. And from what I understand, at the end of Rebels, Ezra and Thrawn are gone, and the whole point of the end, Sabine and Ahsoka are going to go find Ezra. So her bringing up Grand Admiral Thrawn means they have not found Ezra or Thrawn yet. So is that going to be the whole point of the show? Is having Ahsoka and Sabine going to find Ezra? Now, where was Sabine in this? Well, why was she? Like, maybe she's off getting some information. Maybe because before the reference of Thrawn at the end of the episode, I'm thinking, okay, maybe they already found Ezra, or maybe that, I don't know, they're just not really going to cover that. But no. The whole point of her getting to whatever her name is, something started with an M, whatever, was to ask about her master, Grand Admiral Thrawn. So Grand Admiral Thrawn is out there somewhere, clearly. And that woman knows, and maybe she got the information, not really sure. But, yeah. So it was really awesome to see, of course, Ahsoka interact with Baby Yoda, who now we know, name confirmed, Grogu. Interesting name, but still interesting nonetheless. We got this information from Ahsoka. She also name-dropped Yoda, saying, I've met another of the species before, Yoda. And she didn't say Anakin's name, but she definitely referenced him, saying how emotions and feelings can get to the best of us, indicating her master, who she saw because she fights him in Rebels. She knows it's him. I wonder, like, okay, if we get the Ahsoka show, if they're going to focus on her maybe, like, thinking back on Anakin or whatever, maybe we even get a flashback to the fight in Rebels in live action. You know, what if? There's a lot of things they could do, but really well done. I think that with having Mando, like helping Grogu, like with the actual contraption on the ship, which, because like Ahsoka's trying to get him to send the rock back, but he's like, no, this little piece here, which actually I'm glad they had that in there in this episode, because I'm like, okay, he's focusing on that again. He used the Force to twist it. What was the point of this? And it turns out it's actually tying into the whole training of, like, seeing what he can do, the rock. So instead of using the rock, he pulls that little thing and instantly grabs it through the Force. But Ahsoka won't train him. And I guess it makes sense, because if Ahsoka took on training Grogu, then that would carry over into her potential show, which I think is going to move forward, because, you know, I'm definitely going to look into seeing what people are saying online, but just based off of what Corey's tweet was this morning, is saying he was in tears. I'll definitely type of Ahsoka Tano and shit on Twitter and see how the response is. But I'm guessing it's going to be amazing because this episode was phenomenal. Lightsaber work was fantastic. She kicked major ass, and it's awesome. It really is. And I'll have to say this too. So I remember back on Dave Filoni directing an episode. I think he directed one episode in season 1. It was overall pretty solid, but I gotta say he really knocked it out of the park here in terms of this episode, in terms of directing. Like, he nailed it. And I just think it makes the most sense if she returns later in this season or next season or something, before her show picks up or whatever, because I think they're going to start shooting Mandalorian season 3 pretty soon. Then, you know, it made a lot of sense for him to direct her for the first time, at least, and then at a future point, someone else. Because, my guess is this: if she gets a live action show, Rosario Dawson and everything, Dave Filoni is going to run that show. Like, it's going to be his show. He's going to run that show. I don't know. But seeing Mando and Ahsoka working together to basically take down all of the corruptness of that town, which of course, it's the trope of help me, I'll help you. And she tells him at the end there, after they kicked major ass, it was awesome seeing all that go down, that, and also given the fact that you gave Ahsoka the majority of the action in this episode. It could have easily been like a split where it was kind of Mando and Ahsoka getting the action. Gave her the majority. I guess I don't consider this like a backdoor pilot for her own show, but I think it kind of was. Kind of. Especially with the Grand Admiral Thrawn mention, all that kind of shit. You know, Mando is now being tasked to take Grogu to this old temple that's really connected to the Force, placing Grogu on like a platform or something, and then reach out into the Force, basically try to find Grogu's own path. Because Grogu's heavily attached to Mando, which, by the way, her saying, "You're like a father to him." Yes, he is. That a Jedi might reach out. What Jedi would... Is it Luke? Are they freaking hinting that Luke, they're going to get a de-aged Luke to show up? Are they going to do that right now? Is Mark Hamill going to show up as a de-aged Luke? I don't know. They might just get somebody who comes in to maybe do an impression of Luke. Maybe it actually is Mark Hamill. They're going to de-age him because that technology is getting better and better each year. I don't know if it'd be Luke, because that would indicate that Luke would have taken on Grogu and then his temple, which of course burns down because of Ben Solo. I don't see that happening. I don't know what Jedi it could be though, but man, I bet there's going to be a lot of theories after this episode of who that Jedi could be, and I bet one of them's going to be Luke, but who could the other Jedi be? Because there's not that many out there. As she said, there's not many out there. Someone actually did mention this too, about something, because someone actually mentioned during a live stream a couple days ago that what if they brought in Cameron Monaghan's character from Jedi Fallen Order? What if they bring his character in as a way, because, you know, is it around the kind of same time period? I'm trying to remember. No, actually, no, it's not, but like, they could bring him in, because unless he dies before the events of this, but who knows? I mean, what if they bring him in? So what if he's the Jedi? I don't know. What if it's Ezra? Because they're trying to find Ezra, but maybe not, because she's trying to find Grand Admiral Thrawn. That means Ezra's probably not just running around. I mean, they would have already met up again. I don't know. Ooh, what if they bring in Hera? If they're gonna bring in potentially Sabine for the show, what about Hera? You know what I'm saying? Like, and her kid, maybe? See, I know all this stuff. I haven't seen the show, though. Like, I haven't finished it, but I know all this stuff. But really well done. Ahsoka Tano kicking major ass, and I cannot wait to see what happens next in the show. It's really freaking awesome, and just the potential of so many things they could do in this show. So anyways, I will let you guys go. What you guys think of this episode of The Mandalorian? Let me know in the comments below, guys. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.